Building here. Come closer. That ginormous building back there. I don't know if you can see the ornament on top of it or not, but that thing must be huge. Stalin had good taste. You know, say what you want about him, but the subway is the palace of the proletariat. And these buildings, they fit the terrain. The Marquis de Custine even said that the Russians at the time of that he was here were enjoying the architecture imposed by Peter the Great. Marquis de Custine was in Russia in the 1830s, early 40s, so I guess 1838 exactly when he was here. And you notice all this Neo-Graecan architecture, neoclassical. It doesn't work on a big flat plain. It belongs in the mountains. What you need on a big flat plain, stuff like that. Tall pinnacles reach into the sky like a steeple. That's what Stalin built. Stalin's very much maligned. He stopped the Trotsky juggernaut, which wanted to set the whole world on fire and burn it down and rebuild it on the Bolshevik model. Germany was supposed to be next. He had everything in place, and then England, and then America. Stalin kicked him out after Lenin died and took over. Said, no, we're just going to have socialism in one country. If it's so great, other people will imitate it. We're not going to burn down the world. Smart guy. And all of Trotsky's minions, they ran back to London and the U.S. and got into cahoots with their media buddies, and that's why you think of what you do. Think of Stalin the way you do. It's been shaped. I'm not saying he was an angel. Sure he wasn't. He was a bank robber who justified his predictions by saying he's a revolutionary and he's for the people. He did more for the people than any of those other clowns. And he stopped Trotsky. He eliminated Trotsky indirectly. And he built magnificent places like that, which remain there. Every time you look down a major avenue in Russia, that's what you see. Way down in the distance, or up close, there's a pinnacle like that. The Moscow University is built like that, only it's more magnificent. I got an appointment. I got to meet somebody at Kazansky Station. I better get going. There's no crosswalks on this street anywhere. There's no underpasses, no bridges. Very few places to cross. These buildings are just ginormous. Huge, huge, gigantic complexes. And this is really rather modest, this neighborhood, compared to most. Anyway, I get walking. I'll talk while I walk. I can multitask. What's in the news? Galonzo, whatever his name is, Lira, Coach Redpill. I know him as Coach Redpill. I checked him out years ago. He's a very successful YouTuber. Not my cup of tea. Life coach, and I said it before, I thought of him as kind of a less vulgar and more intelligent Joe Rogan. He probably wouldn't like if I said that, but that's the way I saw him. I watched his content. I watched several hours of his tapes, of his videos. I even subscribed to him as a patron briefly. I didn't really like his philosophy, but I want to see how he did it and what the appeal is. Not that I would adapt it, the philosophy itself, but I thought there might be some sort of presentational tactics that I could learn, because I had been planning on building a YouTube channel. I just never really did it until my friend Mark Dugan told me, you got to do it. He pushed me. He got me to get started. That was the hard part of getting started. And he helped me a lot. Anyway, when the war started, I remembered Roy Redpill was in Kyiv. I wonder what that guy's up to. Is he still there? What's he saying? He's just going to be a typical, you know, foreigner living in Kyiv exploiting that. Oh, the Russians are attacking. Oh. So I went and looked at his latest video, and I was impressed. He looked like he took a red pill himself, because he's running around in the streets, in the empty streets, and he's laying the truth out on people. He looked a little scared. He looked a little discombobulated. I thought it was kind of funny. And I made some comments that this Joe Rogan-esque or Jordan Peterson type life coach is calls himself Coach Redpill. Well, he's out there having a red pill, and he looked pretty shook up. But he's telling the truth. Yeah. I was cynical. I thought maybe he's being cynical. He saw a niche to get into, get a lot of clicks. But I found by watching the guy, I started watching all his videos then. Yeah, he really did align with bringing the truth to people. Hats off. Respect where respect is due. That's good religion, according to an old Roman proverb. Render it to everything its due merit. Coach Redpill dropped that name and started going by his real name. I guess it's his real name, Gonzalo Lira. He's Chilean. He's also an American citizen. But he was getting the truth out of Ukraine, much to his risk. He's taking huge risks to do it. Well, respect. And then not too long ago, SBU finally caught him due to the efforts of some HuffPo transgender journalists who are in Ukraine. Ain't that something? New World Order stuff. This one creature calls itself Sarah Callow or Cello or something like that. She claimed responsibility for hooking the SBU up with him. Something to be proud of. Being a fink. Find somebody telling the truth and getting the thugs to come get him. Yeah, congratulations, wherever you are. I think it goes by Earl Grey. I'll put links. I have several links I'm going to put on that one. Good links. Gray, I think it's Earl Grey. He's clever. He's a droll fellow. He took the HuffPo creature apart, and he showed her its video. And when I first saw it, I thought I heard him say something about how he tweaked it a little, but I misunderstood it. That's not what he said. But I'm looking at this video and I'm thinking, that's funny. Look, he put a Karen haircut on this thing. I thought that he photoshopped it or did some deep fake stuff, but he didn't. I found out later that's how it really rolls. That's what Sarah Cello looks like. Got a Karen haircut. I mean, just looks like it could be go to audition for a movie as a Karen. That's what you would look like. If you were the makeup artist and the hairstylist for a character that's just going to be a really disgusting, obnoxious transgender Karen, that's what you would make the thing look like. It's classic. These people are parodies of themselves. They don't even know it. They don't even have enough self-consciousness to know it. I actually thought that the guy touched up his video to make it look ridiculous, but he didn't. That's what it looks like. How do you deal with these people? Well, they deal with themselves eventually. All you need is time. They can't stand. It won't last. It'll blow away like the dust. Because they're against nature. They're against the logos. They're against the true nature of reality. So, yeah, they take care of themselves. But they'll drag you down with them if you let them. See what else is in the news. I did a little cruising on the video on the YouTubes and on the channels, and I found another one. This dude is claiming to be a Ukrainian freedom fighter for the International Coalition, fighting for Ukraine's freedom. And he has the bearing and manner and stench of somebody working for the State Department, some special ops guy that retired into the lucrative trade. I might post that. I ought to not. I don't want to give him traffic. Yeah, maybe I will. We'll see. But he's standing behind a nice clean wall, and he's wearing a crisp new uniform with really nice equipment, and everything's squeaky clean. It's never been used. Yeah, and he's claiming to be down there in the cellar at Mariupol. Yeah, one of the freedom fighters that are trapped down there by the evil Russians. Yeah, he's wearing this nice, crisp, clean uniform. Doesn't have any scratches on him. There's no dust anywhere. Nice clean hallway. Yeah, he's in a studio somewhere. I doubt if it's even in Ukraine. They got studios set up all over the place to do this kind of stuff. Probably Lithuania or Latvia, Estonia, where they have the U.S. Psych Ops headquarters. A lot of resources there. I'm sure they got studios in them too. Not Psych Ops, so it's Cyber War. Yeah. Or he's in the studio of one of these PR companies that are doing all this propaganda. But people believe it. I look at all the comments. A lot of them might be bots, but thank you for your service. People have no concept of reality. It's like that initial push just before the war started, where they were showing the kindergarten, supposedly, at a school that got shelled by, well, they claimed it was Russia. And then they claimed that Russia staged it, saying it was Ukraine. But the room they show from the inside, there's a nice clean hole in the wall. Looks like it was pushed through with a boom truck or something. There's glass light fixtures hanging from the ceiling that weren't broken. There's no dust anywhere, just a pile of bricks under a hole. And people go for that. These people are stupid. And they want to believe. They've been conditioned to believe by their media, their movies, and their shows. They want to believe that shit. What can you say? What can you do? What's the point? Oh well. Waiting for a light to change so I can walk across. I'll go this way. It'd be more interesting for you. Somebody, he's a barker, basically, with a loudspeaker. It's not too loud. Telling me the benefits of going in this place. I think the smell would be better if the smell of good food than somebody walking around with a loudspeaker, but, you know, that's just me. Have a delivery service. That's a big business here. Lots of people carrying these big boxes on their back, delivering groceries, food, whatever. There's one there. I saw a midget the other day doing it. Serious. Freaking full tilt midget, just not a little piece person. He was a kebab, a stand country person, and he had this big backpack on. Poor guy, he's probably only about 4'6", maybe. I guess there's an advantage to that. Doing his job, doing what he can. Let's see what else is going on. Oh, I'll be in Poland soon. Tomorrow afternoon. Or Kaliningrad anyway, on my way to Poland. Maybe by tomorrow evening I'll be in Poland. I'm going to have to shut this off when I go in the subway. I go down in the hole. Yeah, I'm early. I'll hang out in the park here a little while, or the area. It's not really a park. Got some benches though. Well, here I am making videos. Nobody bothers you here. If I was doing this in most American cities, cops would have to investigate. I pass cops there all the time, they don't even look at me. I don't get that sinking feeling when I see cops here either, like I do in the U.S. There's one right there. It's peaceful here. Free. The only time I ever see people, cops shaking people down is bums in tourist areas. When they get big gangs of them for them, they start getting kind of aggressive. And in the subway, I saw them pulling kebabs aside, checking their papers, which they should. Because a lot of them come here from the stand countries without the documents. They really don't have the right to be here, but they're here making money, running businesses, hanging out. There gets to be thousands and thousands of them. Well, they start checking them. And if they're not here legally, they send them back to where they came from. Usually one of the stand countries. Let's see what else is going on. I'm gonna have to chop this up into 2 videos because I don't remember all the things I was going to talk about. Oh, I got a roomie now. They put somebody else in my room with me, and he's talking to me, and I couldn't understand a lot of what he said, and I told him I don't speak Russian very well. That's where I was from, and I said America, Shasha. And oh, he just seemed delighted. And I said, I don't really like American government very much. What they're doing is horrible. Well, he laid into me with all kinds of stuff. He starts saying Putin's a killer, and he's giving me a sermon about the horrifying war that Putin did, and America's great and everything. And I don't really want to hear it. It's an older guy. And then he ended his sermon by saying, "Slava Ukraine!" Okay. I guess he's a Ukrainian guy or a pro-Ukrainian Russian guy. Oh, geez, this is going to be fun. But he's minded his manners ever since. I don't talk to him. He doesn't talk to me. We greet each other and say good morning and shake hands. And he keeps his opinions to himself now, and I keep mine to myself. So it works. It's okay. Well, can't think of much else that's new. I'm glad Mr. Redpill's okay. Patrick Lancaster's doing some great work. He's got a couple of videos that I'll put links in here that are just charming of real plucky Ukrainians, well, who are identified as Russians in the Donbass Republic in Mariupol. People that have a lot of courage, goodwill. Just one of them's a kid, a little kid is talking, and it's just, it's so inspiring. And then this woman who's taking care of a bunch of kids, I guess they're hers, or some of them are hers, some of them are siblings. She said her dad's kids or something, but that woman is a diamond. Good humored, got a good attitude, she's inspiring. I'll put those links down there. Those are short videos well worth watching. And I'll just leave it at that. If I think of everything else I was supposed to say, or come up with news, I'll do another one today. If I got enough battery, download it tonight before I leave. I leave in the morning, early, head to the airport. But looks like it might be sunny. The sun might break out today. It's raining this morning pretty heavy. Oh, one of my friends told me, we have a mutual friend that went through the divorce here. He didn't lose his residence, so yeah, it might be good. Yeah, he knows his stuff. I haven't seen this guy since our mutual friend. He's Lebanese. Great guy. Lebanese Christian that lived here and married a Ukrainian woman. I haven't seen him since before the referendum. But yeah, he survived it. We'll see. Once I get my hands on my money, I'll have to talk to some legal experts if I can find some. There's so many lawyers around here that don't even know what they're doing. They just want to take your money and bullshit their way through everything and then leave you hanging. Well, lawyers in the U.S. are like that too. Yes, I'll work on your case. I'll need a retainer and hourly fees, and then they do absolutely nothing because they don't, some of them actually do have a lot of things going with the judge, and they don't want to piss the judge off, so they'll just hang you out to dry. When you figure out they're not doing anything for you, oh, okay, I guess I was wrong. And they get to keep the money. It's the same here. I like to feel this thing out very slowly. You don't need lawyers, you need friends. That's what you need. Anyway, that's enough of that. Uncle Billy signing out.